Hi everyone, I'm Joey and I'm so excited to show you the card I have for you today. This is day 3 of my summer camp. We're doing over-the-top projects every day this week and today is no exception. It's called a fun fold latch card. I think that's what it's called, something like that. All right, so I'm so glad you're here. Make sure when you jump on, you say hello. Let us know where you're from or what your weather is or both. That's kind of always a good starting place for people to get to know each other online. So I'm going to, so the other thing is if you're watching my Create with Joey page and you haven't liked it or, liked it or followed it, make sure you do that today if you enjoy the video. And if you're watching on YouTube, I hope you'll subscribe if you like what you're seeing today. All right, let's get started. I'm going to click a little toolbar here and then I'll go upside down, but then you'll be right side up for my workspace. Let me see what's going on here. I need to find myself on my iPad is right here in front of me, and that's where I see what you're seeing. So let's see if I can see that. Okay, got that going now on my laptop because that's where I see your comments. So I can't get this any more set up ahead of time than I do. It just I have to wait till we go live. So, okay, there we go. I can see what you're seeing now. So excellent. All right, looks like I'm in business. So I'm going to go ahead and get my laptop out of the picture over here to the right. And let me see what else I can do to get the view better. I'm going to come down just a tad bit more. And I'm going to move just a little bit to one direction. And hopefully that's pretty good. I think that was pretty good. Maybe to come down just a touch more, like so. All right, you guys, let's get going. So, first thing you need to know is, I already mentioned this is my summer camp. Today is day 3, and I'm doing giveaways, and you can win if you. The more you comment or share the video, then I put your name in a drawing for the next day prize. So I've done all that this morning. All your names go into a cup, and then I need a bigger cup for tomorrow. I'm going to get a basket. Today's from yesterday, the prize goes to Judy Dagata. So congratulations, Judy. And I do need your address so I can send these to you. So these are these beautiful gems. What are they called? I don't remember. Iridescent pastel gems. And I'll be sending these to you in the mail. They would go really well with the card we're going to make today. So let me get that started. But first I wanted to show you what we made the last 2 days. So this one was Monday. This is day 1. And this is slider puzzle card with a new set from the online exclusives called Christmas Greetings, or what is it called? Well, here. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing because sometimes it's hard to find things online. Well, the Greetings of the Season bundle is what we used. And then we also paired it with the Golden Greenery bundle to make this card. So I want to make sure I tell you the right thing. Also, well, let's go to number 2. So this is a gift card holder we made yesterday with the Expressions of Kindness card kit that's online now. It's in the online exclusive. Just slip your gift card in here. I just thought the envelopes were just way too beautiful to just send through the mail, so I made gift card holders with those. And the Expressions of Kindness kit is, as I said, it's an online exclusive. The number for that is 163905. Okay, let's get going with today's project. Today we're going to use the Changing Leaves bundle. It's a new one. It's also a new online exclusive. This is what it looks like when you get the bundle from Stampin' Up. This is just the die. I moved my dies to a magnetic sheet. The magnetic sheets aren't from Stampin' Up. I buy those from another place called what is it called? Oh my goodness, I'll think of it. I'll think of it. Gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue and I can't say it. Anyway, so your dies come in this kind of a folder, but I usually move them to a magnetic board just so I can find them faster. This dot, but what's special about this set is this is a hybrid embossing folder, and you can die cut and, see if I can get this straightened out here. You can die cut and emboss all at the same time. We might as well just go ahead and do that. We're gonna use this today. Now I have to think. I've been working with a whole nother stamp set, so let me think what I'm doing. I'm usually not quite this spacey. We have to get this to fit here. There we go. All right. And then it does kind of lock into place here. And I'm going to use a 5.5 by 5.5 piece of white. Hi, Christy. Yay. All right. This is just a 5.5 by 5.5 piece of basic white. I just wanted to make sure I get around to all the edges of the die in the embossing folder so that I get 3 complete leaves. So I'm going to close this carefully, then I'm going to grab my machine. Since this is a 3D embossing folder, just dropped everything on the floor. That's typical for Facebook Live. Things just start going a little wacky. But what that means is you're going to use your base plate, your number 1, and then your number 4 plate for a 3D embossing folder. I'm going to send it through with the folded edge first, so that goes in first. Then we're going to put our folder on top here. Go ahead and run it through. If I miss your comments, I'm sorry I'm missing them. I go back, I always go back and respond to your comments. So even if you're watching on YouTube or a replay on Facebook, I still always come back and answer your questions or comments. All right, so this is, I just want to open this so you can see what this looks like. Open it on screen. So once you go through the embossing folder, then this is what you get. So now I could have just run it through the embossing folder without the die, but we're going to use these leaves today on our card, and I wanted to show you how that works. Isn't that beautiful? And they all have texture. So I can't wait to start using this in the fall, but I wanted to show it to you because it's newly out, and sometimes the things that just come out don't last very long online before they have to be reordered. And so for a while, a lot of times they become unavailable. So I wanted to show you some of the major things that just came online, and this is one of them. The other one was the card that we made on Monday, and the card we're going to make tomorrow. Okay, so we've got our 3 leaves. I have the, as you can see, the glass mat that is available for customers now, and then it comes with this little tray, and I always put my die cuts in the tray, and I set it next to my workspace. All right, and oh gosh, so many of you are watching. Hello, everybody. There's Liz and Kim and Vicky and Cheryl and Christy and Diane. Yay! Oh, it's so fun to have you here. You guys, I can't wait to show you this card. I'm just going to show it to you because I thought it turned out so cute. So this is our card we're going to make today. And here's how this works. So it's called a Latch Fun Fold. So you open like this, and then you have a greeting, and then you open like this. And it's easy, so easy. And I'm just excited about the way it turned out. I started with a whole different stamp set, a different bundle, and it just wasn't coming together. And I decided I'm just gonna switch gears, and we're gonna make a whole different card. And then it came together much faster. I don't know why. I don't know why the other, I'll show it to you maybe tomorrow, the one I started with, but it just didn't come together. Some days are like that when you're trying to make a card. Have you ever had a day like that where you you had an idea of what you wanted to make and it just did not go. It didn't look pretty, you didn't like the colors, or you didn't like the layout, or it just was blah. There's just so many things that can go awry when you're trying to make a card and you have a specific thing in mind. And I specifically wanted to show this. Oh, whoops, we don't need this yet. That's not what we're doing. Got too excited, got ahead of myself here. This is the inside of our card. We're gonna do this first today because it's gonna help us be ready for the latch part of the card. So I'm not using this stamp. I am using this one. So we're gonna stamp this little leaf in Shy Shamrock. We're using 2 in colors today. We're using Summer Splash and Shy Shamrock. Vicky, you have, oh yeah, Vicky, so you have felt like that? Julie, yay, you're here. Okay, I'm going to just stamp this cute little leaf in the corner here. And Liz says she's ours, and then she scraps it, but such a great feeling when they go together. I spent, Liz, at least an hour on that card yesterday. I have a whole packet of all the things that I die cut. I kept them all in the little packet of clear envelope because I thought I'll probably come back to this and look at it on another day and be able to actually put it all together. But we'll see. I don't know. I kept everything. I didn't just trash it. Wait a minute. What am I doing here? Okay, I've got so many greetings. I'm so excited about my card. I'm just getting way ahead of myself. Okay, we want the greeting that says, I couldn't have done it without you. This is a very elaborate, I shouldn't say very elaborate. This is a more involved thank you card. Usually when I make thank you cards, I go for quick and simple because usually I'm making a whole stack of them. So this one will probably go to somebody really special. Not that you're not all really special, but somebody who, you know, has been really supportive, like my sister-in-law, Carla. Some of you know Carla. She helps me. She just helps me in a lot of ways. We kind of go through life together. And anyway, I'm blithering. I'm not sure why. All right, this is when I show you what I want to show you about how this card works. So this is super simple. So this is a piece of, we don't need this, Summer Splash. I always get Shy Shamrock and Summer Splash mixed up, and it's 2 by 2.5. Let me make sure that's right. Yep, 2 by 2.5. By the way, the tutorial for this will be going out to my email subscribers. I'm just going to bend it here tomorrow. So if you're on my email list, you'll be getting the tutorial for this. Now, if you put in an online order, let me see how this is going to go, and then I'll talk. For $50 or more, you will get the supplies using this host code. You have to use the host code. Is it in the picture? Nope, it's not even in the picture. So let's move this a little bit so you can see it. There you go. It's a little bit better. To get the supplies for these 5 projects for free, as a thank you for your $50 order. Okay, let me tell you how to do this. Now, this obviously is going to go like this, but the trick to this, making this fold easily, is making sure that this fold is lined up with the edge of the card, and I'll show you why that's important. We're going to actually use Tombow because this is the mechanism that's going to make this card be special and move the way it's supposed to, so we really want it to stay glued together. Now you could use Stampin' Seal Plus on this or tear and tape, but I'm going to use Tombow. Now, once we do this, we want to make sure that this folds easily here and isn't too tight. If you put this fold line in further, then your card isn't going to fold properly. So go ahead and close your card and make sure it closes easily, and then our main piece is going to go on this card. Make sense? And then we've already stamped our inside, so we're just going to go ahead and glue this down with Stampin' Seal. And then we've got, so here we've got our 3 colors we're using today. I saw this color combination on another person's blog. It was completely 100% different card, but I saw she used Shy Shamrock and Summer Splash and Lemon Lime Twist. No, she had a different green. I think she used a different green, but I used one of my favorite colors, Lemon Lime Twist. Okay, this is from, this DSP is from the 2024-26 in color pack. And I'm going to show you where this is, my friends, in the catalog, because you just kind of have to know where this is in order to find it. So I'm going to make sure you do, because I hate looking for things that I know I should be able to find and I can't find. All right, here's the trick to this. Now I've got the annual catalog here. If you don't have one and you need one, if you don't have a demonstrator, let me know and I'll get a catalog for you. But on page 98 at the bottom here, I had to really look for this. That's why I'm sharing it with you, and so that you know where it is. It gives you all the color families, the subtles, the brights, the regals, and the neutrals in this designer series paper, because we have designer series paper for every color we have. And then down here you're going to see 2024-26 in color and 2023 in color, and there's the number. So this is very tiny. It doesn't show this really anywhere on the page. So you just have to know it's here, the DSP. Page 98. Now, if you are looking for something else, just remember in the back of the catalog, so I'm on page 140 now, in the back of the catalog there is a place that says Designer Series Paper. And it'll tell you 2024-6 in color. Now here it gives you the number. So if you know that that's what you want, you don't have to look at it. And on page 98. But I don't think you're going to see it by what you're looking at on the page. Just my opinion. I had to look for it, so I want to share it with you. Okay? That's my hopefully helpful hint for the day. This is my, obviously I don't have my pretty 6x6 squares that I usually pull out, but this is the, oh, I've stuck in a card here that I didn't finish. Here's a fun fold. Maybe we'll have to do that one next week. But this is how the paper comes. So you get 48 pieces, and you get, let's see, there's 5, I better not, what do you get? Sorry, 40 pieces. So you get 8 of each color. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, anyway, you get the idea. You can see it better online. Obviously, you just have to look up online 2024-26 in color designer series paper, but just so you know where it is. Okay, now let's do some stamping. Vicki, you made 2 quilt cards yesterday and neither one turned out the way you wanted. You know, I bet anyone that would get those cards will think they're absolutely beautiful. But I know sometimes we're disappointed when we spent that much time on cards and they don't turn out the way we want them. I'm so with you. I get that completely. All right, we are going to take our in color glimmer paper in Shy Shamrock and in Summer Splash. Why am I having trouble with Summer Splash today? In fact, I don't think that's even the right thing I wanted. No, it isn't. Okay, never mind. We're going to change that. We want this one. So we're going to run those through our die cutting machine. We're also going to die cut a label. This comes with this set of, so you have these 3 label dies in here, and I've already pre-cut one of them, but we're going to do this one together today. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. Actually, got a piece of scrap paper here, and the greeting we're going to put on this is, you are amazing in every single way. Let me grab, we are going to stamp this in Summer Splash. I don't know why I'm just, my tongue stops when I start to say Summer Splash. You are amazing in every way. So my only tip with not being happy about your card is if you can get the whole thing together and done, even if, oh, that didn't stamp very well. Even if you don't love it, you know, and it gets finished. What I'm kind of talking about is when I just can't get it finished. I just can't get it together. It's just not. This isn't, you know what? I know what's going on with this. Hang on. We're gonna do something here. Well, I think we're gonna do something. Hang on. Okay, I have a plastic spoon here. This is a brand new, you know, it's a new in color card. So we're gonna smack in color ink pad. So I'm just pushing down. This is just a, you know, just a plastic spoon. I'm pushing down the ink so it kind of doesn't rise to the surface, because I think that's one reason I think our stamping is not going well. Then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this stamp really, really well, and just to make sure none of that residue that is on it when it comes out of the mold is hopefully off of it. So those two things might be preventing my image from stamping very well. So I'm going to grab another piece of scrap paper, and then we're going to try this again. So I'm very lightly tapping so it doesn't get too goopy. It's so tiny, you really want them to be able to read it. Okay, there, that's better. Can you tell that that's better? I don't know if you can tell on video, but look, to my eyes, this is much more clear. It's a little bit lighter. I don't know if you can tell that, but to me it looks like it's better. So let's go ahead and go with that. That's just a tip when you have a new ink pad. Sometimes it's helpful to do it like that. Let's get our vacuum machine back out here to do this die cutting, and now we're ready to do our whole card, I think. All right, let me get this. I am going to actually tape this down because my bottom plate is a little bit warped, and so it wants to let this move around. So we are going to tape this. This is just Post-it tape that I buy from Amazon. Okay, so we got that. Then we're going to just get these guys up here. I don't know if I'm in the screen. Yeah, it looks like I am. Okay, get these up here. I love this glimmer paper, and I love these colors. So this is just an absolute dream to design with. And that's where I got stuck yesterday. I think I just didn't, well, I was using a different stamp set. I was using the Seaside Wishes stamp set because I want to do a card with that this week. So maybe tomorrow's card will be that. I'm not 100% sure. Wait a minute, this doesn't feel like did I leave a plate out? Yes, I did. It's not gonna cut without your plate number 2. So I'm gonna try and not disturb my, okay, I think I'm ready for business. Here we go. Anyway, I don't know, it just wasn't working. I think I'm gonna go back one. Maybe not, maybe I don't need to. Let's see. Looks like it cut pretty well. Let's take this all apart. I don't know. I was trying to do this fold that we're doing today with with the Seaside Wishes stamp set, and completely different colors, beachy colors for the most part. And I like the colors I was working with. It was Misty Moonlight and Basic Beige. Oh, this didn't cut all the way. Okay, I wondered. Okay. Anyway, I spent a good hour, and I finally decided I was dumping the whole thing. It just wasn't going anywhere. I was getting frustrated with it. And I looked at a friend's blog that I like to look at. Her name's Jamie. Stamp It Up with Jamie. I looked at her blog and I saw this color combination. As I said, I think she used a different green. And then I changed my stamp set, and it just went together fast. It went probably together in half an hour, that one. Well, the one I'm showing you. All right, I have to run this through. This didn't cut all the way, so I'm just gonna, out of the camera, I'm gonna go ahead and try and line this back up. Now, when this happens, you can usually fill those grooves and line it back up. We'll see if I can make that work. Hang on here just a second. Now, I might as well be in the camera because I'm having to fiddle with it. Whoops. All right, let's try that again. Even though I taped it down, that's kind of weird. I have an older plate that I took out of this machine, and it's flatter. I don't know why I took it out. I'm gonna go find it after the video and put it back. This is the lower plate is a newer plate, but somehow it got warped a little bit, which they do. All right, let's see if this is okay. Yep, that's good. All right, I think that's all we need for die cutting. Okay, here we go. You know, the other thing with the other card I was making is I didn't have anything really sparkly. I don't know, I was in the mood for sparkles, and it just wasn't happening. Okay, we've got all our bits. Let's do our stamping. I'm going to, and this was just an experiment too. Let me grab some scrap paper. This piece is 3x4, and I'm going to, you can see I was using different colors of the leaves than I'm going to use today, but I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to start with lemon lime twist, and this is, I call this just background stamping, or you could call it making your own designer series paper. I'm starting with lemon lime twist for the biggest leaf. I always start with the biggest stamp I'm using, the largest one, as the first one that I stamp. So I'm going to just kind of make this go like this. And then I'm going to ink it up again. These are big stamps. Look how big they are. They're very cool. And then, of course, the die cuts them out. Okay, so then let me, I think just a little bit up here in the corner. Don't really want too much up there in the corner. Don't really want it to be even as such. Okay, I'm gonna grab my cleaning pad, my chamois. Okay, got that clean. Then, let's get this closed up while we get another ink out. I try to always only have one ink pad open at a time because I can very easily put the wrong stamp in the wrong color. Wait a minute, is this Shy Shamrock? That's what I want. Yeah, this is Shy Shamrock. And so for this, we're going to go back to that kind of oak leaf type of thing. And we're going to just color, let's see, let's go there, and let's go maybe here. Okay, maybe we'll do 3 of this one. Let's do maybe a touch right here. Okay, now, so as you can see, I'm going from my largest stamp to my smallest one of the 3 that I've chosen. And that's because it just seems to work better when it just works better for me when I'm trying to make a background. I don't know if it'll work for you like that, but that's how it seems to work for me. Okay, now this one, I guess this third stamp isn't really smaller, but what I'm doing with it is I'm stamping it in full color, and then let's see here, let's go like this. And I'm okay with going over the top of these colors, and then I'm going to stamp again, stamping off just to help kind of fill in those white spaces. Can you see how pretty that turned out? That was my big wow. That was my big wow yesterday. It's like, oh my gosh, this looks so pretty as a background stamp. Now I might just do a little full strength, like, I don't want it exactly symmetrical, like that. And then, now this time I probably need to re-ink it before I stamp off so I get the complete image. Now I'm going to go right across the middle of my card to fill in. I don't know why I thought this was so pretty. You might go, it's just 3 leaves, Joey. But I just thought it turned out so pretty to use this stamped off in my card to kind of fill in the white on the background. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to fill in all those white spaces. So I'm going right over the top of all the other images. I'm making sure that I have a fully stamped leaf. And then let's see, what can we do right here? Let's go like this. And maybe once more, stamp off, and then maybe right here. I'm trying to actually get all the white filled in for the most part. Not all of it, but quite a bit of it. Okay. This was my big wow. This made by night last night. I'm like, oh, I just love this. So I'll probably be using this. This would make an easy thank you card if you just did this and then put your greeting on it. But we're making it fancy today, so we're doing much more than that. All right, so we're putting our 3x4 piece of white cardstock on a little bit bigger lemon lime twist. So I think this is probably 3 1/8 plus. Plus means a 16th by 4 1/8 plus. I think that's how I measured it. But anyway, I will have the exact measurements on my email tomorrow when it goes out. So if you're not on my list, make sure you are on my list. Let's see, I'm gonna center this, trying to figure out exactly how far over to put my glue. I'm gonna come over maybe 1/2 inch or so on here. Remember, you can always add more, but you can't take it off. So I'm gonna be a pretty narrow strip with my Tombow glue. And again, I'm using Tombow because I just think, see, I want this to go this way. It will bond the paper together so that it doesn't come undone. You don't want your flap to come undone. And then I'm just, whoops, it's too wet yet to move. So we're gonna set this and then we're gonna let it sit for a minute. I'm looking at all the angles here and making sure I'm straight. I think and I have an equal distance here, and it looks like from here, it looks like I need to move over just a little. This is taking me a bit longer than normal, but okay, there we go. There we go. All right, good so far. Now, we're gonna put a little surprise here on the middle of this, and this is gonna be our thank you. All right, let me look at my card. I have to look at my card. I think it's thank you. Yes, all right, thank you. And I went ahead and just used Shy Shamrock ink on lemon lime twist paper. And again, this is the circle that comes in the bundle, with this particular bundle. But I'm sure most, if not all of you, have a circle punch or a die set with circles. If you don't, that's one of your first things to buy for paper crafting because you will use it all the time. Either circle punches or dies. I recommend dies because you usually get lots and lots of combinations of sizes. So I'm not gonna put, kind of talking to myself, I'm not going to put a dimensional on this center one, but I am gonna put a cute little leaf to go, let's see, how should I go? You could either go that way or this way. I think I'll go this way. I'm not seeing your comments. I'm sorry. I haven't had a chance to look up. The sharing. Oh, Julie, you're talking about sharing of ideas. I think, well, I want the stem to show, so I need this to kind of go like this. Now I just have to make sure, yep, nothing shows. So you do want to be careful that whatever you're putting here is not showing here. I think I will just go ahead and put a dimensional on this. I didn't think I was going to, but since the leaf is flat, I think it needs to be raised, but we'll see. Then I'll have to be careful about what dimensionals I put on the front of our card because I'm trying to center this and have it be straight. Okay, so there's this. We've got this done, so we've got our 2 panels done, and now we're on to our last one. So now I probably really should have done the front of my card before we're putting on all the other stuff, but it'll work this way too. So this leaf I did not make flat. I did not put dimensionals on. I did put it flat, and I'm just putting adhesive like on the inside of this so that I don't get outside of my front of my card. And I'm making sure this is not, these are both not further than the end of my card. Makes sense? Because it's very big. It's a very big leaf. It's going to go like this. And so we don't want it hanging off of the card because it'll get damaged when you mail it. Or even just put it in the envelope. Okay, here's what we're going to do for this. We're going to put our gorgeous, gorgeous Shy Shamrock Glimmer leaves down here. Let's just do this with some rolled up mini glue dots. So let me grab some mini glue dots here. I think I've shared with you that I always keep my silicone mat near me. Oops, I lost the glue dot. Well, it'll show up in the least expected place. Usually they stick to my fingers, even when I don't want them to. I'm just squishing this like so that it's small, and I'm putting it on the largest places I can find, at least 3, and 3 probably is adequate actually. Stick this down. Okay, now I'm going to put this. Let me kind of get a visual of where I want my greeting to go. So my greeting's probably going to go about here. So I want this guy. I need room for a bow. So maybe we'll go up just a little bit further. Like so. Just going to squish those down. Just finding those glue dots. And then this guy, he could probably be put on with dimensionals. I'm wondering if I did that. No, I did not do that. Okay, so I probably used mini glue dots again. What's going to be lifted up is the greeting. So we're going to lift that up. Go ahead and go like this. And then I think we're ready for our bow. Now, what I would really love is if you're taking some of these ideas and you're making these cards and then you tag me on it so I can see what you're making. On my Facebook page, I'm Joey Evans, E-V-A-N-S, Hartman, H-A-R-T-M-A-N. So you can tag me that way. Or I think you can probably tag me Create with Joey. I don't know. We'll try it. But I would love to see what you're making. Just come on my Facebook page. You can put it under this video and just if you put a card, if you post a card under this video, I'll see it too, because Facebook always tells me when somebody's commented on my page. Okay, so for our bow, we're just going to make a loop like this. Going to wrap around like this, coming from the bottom. We're going to pull through like this. I'm pushing my index finger through, and I'm grabbing with these two, my thumb and finger of my left hand. So that's how I do bows. That helps keep them flat, because that's what, well, now that one just twisted, of course. I swear whenever I show to make a bow, then I don't have the best bow. I think it's because I do the steps a little bit slower, so I don't have as good a grip on the ribbon. But in case, I still want to teach you how to make them, because I know that bow making can be a little bit frustrating, and then people don't do it, but they want to do it. So a little bow making tip today. All right, let's go ahead and grab our mini glue dots. Hey Liz, oh, I'm glad you like it. I always like, you know, if you guys have watched me very much at all, you know I'm always putting things that kind of splay out. I don't know, maybe that's my favorite way to use, and I'm always using leaves or glitter. Okay, now wait a minute, we don't want to, that's so tiny, we don't want to cover that up. So I'm going to come down a little further on the stem of my white leaf. Can you see that it's on the stem? And I'm putting it down here so it doesn't cover this up. I'm kind of adjusting, pushing down on my mini glue dot so it stays like that. So there's our card, but we need some gems. And did I put away my gems this morning? Good Lord, I never put away my gems. Oh, for Pete's sake. I think I had my in color gems out. Well, we're going to use in color gems. I never get that tidied up, but apparently I was on a tidying mission this morning. Well, I was making my card for tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to play with the new sled set bundle. It's called Sophisticated Sled. And my card's almost done. I just have to do a little embossing. Actually, I'm waiting today. I'm getting a package from Stampin' Up! Today that has the new embossing powder in it. So we're buying our embossing powders now from a new company. Let's see, I'm going to go with Summer Splash, or wait a minute, let's see, does this show up better? Yeah, that shows up a little bit better, so we'll go with Shy Shamrock. And anyway, my package is coming, or we can mix these up. They'll all look pretty on this card. We need some little ones, so let's get some little ones. My new embossing folder, it was supposed, my package was supposed to quote come on Sunday, and now it's coming today. I'm not sure what's up with that. Let's see. I don't want to be too predictable with my gems. Let's come down here. Okay, so these are the 2024-2026 in color shimmer gems. Now, I don't have my tutorial for, oh yes I do, but I didn't print it. My tutorial is done. In fact, I think I've already loaded it into my email that's scheduled for tomorrow. So if you'd like that on YouTube, I will put the link to sign up for my email newsletter in the description. Right now I'm copying it from my notes here on my computer, and I'm putting it in the comments on Facebook. So you can find it. Put this down. Thank you for all the hearts, you guys. Oh my gosh, that makes me feel good. I'm so happy you like it. This has been a fun week. So remember, all your comments and your shares get entered, make tickets for you to get in the, I make the ticket for you to get entered in the drawing. So here we go. You are amazing in every single way. You can see it with the shimmer gems. Oh, there they are. They're shimmering. And then we open our latch, and then we open our card. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm so happy you like it. And I like it, and I'm glad you like the colors. I love the colors, and honestly, I think that's why I was stuck yesterday. I'm such a color person that I have to get the color combination. My glasses are glaring. I have to get the color combination right. If I don't get the colors right, I just can't get the card made. I think that's really what happened yesterday, even though I like the colors. Anyway, so here's our card for today. I'm so happy you joined me on our summer camp day 3. And I'll be back tomorrow, same time, 12:30 on my Create with Joey page. And I'll post it on YouTube right after the live video. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.